What's up, guys? If you've been following my content for a while, you probably know that I do a weekly TV segment on WUSA Channel 9 here in the Washington, D.C. area. You can catch me on Mondays on Great Day Washington, where we talk about different tax topics and things that are particularly important for people who owe the IRS. In this video, I answered the question of exactly how much can the IRS take from you in a wage garnishment or bank levy. Do they take your entire paycheck? Do they just empty your bank account, leaving you with nothing there, or is there like a percentage? How much can the IRS take? That's the topic of today's video on the other side of the break.
1-877-LEVY-KING, L-E-V-Y, Levy-King, 1-877-LEVY-KING, LEVY-KING.com.
Owe back taxes to the IRS? Call the Levy King. He's the best. 877-LEVY-KING, LEVYKING.com.
1-877-LEVY-KING, LEVYKING.com.
All right, guys, Corey Hankerson here from Legacy Tax, and they call me the Levy King because I've helped thousands of clients with unfiled returns, back taxes, tax liens, and that's right, IRS levies. If the IRS took your check, the Levy King will get it back. 1-877-LEVY-KING, LEVYKING.com. I'm also the author of End the Tax Nightmare, Insider Secrets to Beat the IRS and Reduce Your Tax Debt. Inside the book, I'll show you how to stop IRS liens, levies, and garnishments without paying the tax in full. How to set up the payment plan that you want and not the one that they want, and how you can potentially settle your tax debt for less than you actually owe. My book has been a top seller on Amazon for years. You can buy it right now for $19.99, but I want to give you a copy of the book absolutely free. Just go over to my website, that's www.endthetaxnightmare.com. Enter your name and your email, and I'll send you a copy right away. No charge, not even for shipping. Totally free. Before we go any further with the video, take a moment to subscribe to my channel, and don't forget to smash that like button for the YouTube algorithm and hit that notification bell so you'll know each and every time we drop a new video. You can also find us on Facebook and follow us on Instagram. All right, let's dive into today's content.
This segment is sponsored by Legacy Tax. If you owe back taxes to the IRS, chances are that you may have received a notice in the mail informing you that the IRS could potentially go after your wages or bank account to satisfy the balance. But how much can the IRS actually take? Here to help us figure it out is Corey Hankerson from Legacy Tax. Good to have you.
Thank you.
Okay, that's a little scary. Like the IRS could just go after your wages and your bank account. Is that true?
Unfortunately, yes, they can.
Okay.
And you know, if you owe back taxes to the IRS, and they'll start off by sending you all types of notices and letting you know that they owe you money. But they say that the IRS is like the largest collection agency in the world. And the reason that they say that is because they can come after you, and they can do it without having to go to court. See, if you owed money to Visa or an auto loan or something like that, for example, and they wanted to come after you, they'd have to go to court and get a judge to sign off and all those things. The IRS doesn't have to do that. They use a process called a levy, which means that they can do it without any type of sign off from a court, and they'll send that levy to your bank or to your employer, and your money is now their money.
I can understand maybe garnishing some wages and whatnot, but they can go to your bank and just take money out of your bank account.
Yes.
That's what was surprising to me.
Yes.
And my money, don't touch it.
Hey, I know, I know.
You owe us.
It gets even worse when they do both at the same time.
Oh, no.
But yes, they can. So what happens is they'll send that levy notice to your bank, letting your bank know that you owe $25,000, for example, right? And that bank will then be required to send whatever's in your account up to the full amount to the IRS. So if you have $15,000 in the bank, they're going to get that entire $15,000.
Wow.
And that is painful.
Okay. Again, they're giving you notices, right? This isn't a surprise where they're going in. So they're giving you notices. How much of your paycheck can they actually take?
Yes. A lot. So it's going to depend on whether you are a W-2 wage earner or if you're a self-employed individual. Okay. Now, if you're self-employed, let's say you're a realtor or a truck driver or an insurance agent or something like that. You're self-employed. You receive 1099 income. In that instance, they're gonna send that levy notice. Again, they're gonna send you notice. They're gonna send that notice to the real estate broker you work with or the insurance company that you represent, informing them that, hey, this person owes us $25,000. From here going forward, send their entire paycheck to us, the IRS, instead of to them. That's hard.
That's hard.
That's very hard. Now, if you are a W-2 wage earner, for example, you're a regular employee for a corporation or something somewhere, like most folks are, right? It's a little bit different. There are some protections in place to prevent them from taking literally everything. However, it's still going to be rough. I've seen them take 75, 80%, leaving you with relatively little. But there's a formula in place based on whether you're head of household or married filing joint or whatnot, and how many dependents you claim to determine exactly how much they can take.
Okay, and so we don't want to get to that point, period.
No.
So we're getting the notices. What do we do if we get a notice from the IRS, a levy notice?
Really simple, act quickly. If you receive a notice, it's gonna say notice of intent to levy, right? If you receive one of those things in the mail, you need to get on the phone very quickly. Believe it or not, the IRS actually does not want to levy you or garnish your wages. Those two terms are interchangeable, right? They actually don't want to do that. What they prefer to do is to collect what you owe using what's called the least intrusive means possible, which just simply means if they can get you to pay with a payment plan, they prefer that rather than to do it with a wage garnishment or a bank levy. But if you ignore those notices, then they absolutely will take that next step, which is really just designed to get your attention and make you respond.
Right, so it kind of forces their hand a little bit. So there are options. Don't ignore those notices.
No.
Mail notices, I'm assuming, in the mail?
Yes, absolutely. Yep, absolutely.
All right. And I think if you owe taxes, you probably know you owe taxes, so you might be expecting it to come.
It's very, very rare that I get someone who actually didn't know.
Fully surprised,
yeah, fully no. That doesn't happen very often.
All right, great information, Corey. Thank you very much. We appreciate it.
Yeah, it's unusual that I get a client that's totally unaware that they owed back taxes. If you owe back taxes to the IRS or the state, and you're worried about wage garnishments and bank levies and things like that, and you want to know how much the IRS can take, I want you to know that there are special programs in place to help you get a fresh start and get out from under this tax debt. But how do you know if you qualify? You see, no two cases are exactly alike, so how do you know exactly how much you can settle for? Well, I've created a free tool to help you get qualified for a fresh start. Just head over to www.LEVY-KING.com or click the link below. Follow the prompts and answer a few simple questions, and we'll help you figure out your eligibility. That website again is www.LEVY-KING.com, or you can give us a call at 1-877-LEVY-KING. That's it for this week, guys. Talk to you later. Bye.
1-877